This is episode 1, the Tom Bukovacs Happy Hour. Action. What's up, everybody? So I don't have a big crew. We are sitting in my dining room, at my 900 square foot house that Tom likes to talk about. There is a big storm coming. But don't worry, I have a generator built into the house. So, let me see. Someone call? Yes, someone called. Let's see. Oh, Richie. So don't pay attention to the electric. It adds to the spooky. What? You're a little parched, Tom? Here, have a drink. Okay, take it easy, bro. You already had half the bottle. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about Phil Henley from Wings of Pegasus. And I'm going to show you how he's a fraud. Okay? So Phil X, F-I-L, Henley, from, I call him Phil X, F-I-L, Henley, from Wings of Pegasus, did videos on ZZ Top, saying how that they're using tracks and this and that. First of all, I'm going to explain something to you guys. There's no proof of that, because we don't see the editing process in which Phil from Wings of Pegasus uses. And what do I mean by that? It means that I can go into Pro Tools, do two things on a track, overlay them to see how close they are, and before I overlay them, I can actually, because it's in Pro Tools, I can manipulate the vocal to look like a vocal from 6 years ago. I can alter pitch in Pro Tools. So I can actually take an old recording, and we don't see him input the recording on the live track to go in there. Now he could save the track, but if he gets the track off of YouTube or someone sends him it, you can hear if he altered it. You have to just go back and watch the original track, and then you can catch him in a lie. But I'm going to do it a little simpler. Daryl's House Live. Let me read you what Daryl's House Live says. The music performances on Live from Daryl's House are recorded live, not a pre-recorded or tracked performance. The show is filmed and recorded with a full production team on location, capturing the spontaneous nature of the jam session. Daryl gives me the information to be able to prove that the singer from ZZ Top is that good. It can mimic his vocals from 30, 40, 50 years ago, however old he is, as well as his guitar tone. And then we're going to compare it against Phil from Wings of Pegasus live, who talks about pitch and vocals and ridicules people, when he's one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my life. And I don't believe that any of his tracks he did weren't altered, because he also playing with a guitar backing track on the live audition. So first, let's see. Let's take a look at Phil Henley. And not only does he sing out of key, I'm going to show you where he goes. That's metal. It's his own song, but not only is he out of key, he's also out of time. There's the guitar backing track. Here comes That's Metal part. That's metal. Oh my god. It's horrific. Now, I want to say this. I'm using this to educate people on how you can manipulate a vocal track, but he's the one calling out people for vocal tracks. But I want to show his background and educate you on how poor of a vocalist he actually is. It's very poor. Now, there's probably some commercials, so let me undo my volume. And this is going to be Billy Gibbons. who he says he's using vocal tracks.
Give me 30 seconds, I think.
Live. And you notice how the reverb comes in. They got a professional sound guy there. Now, let's take a little more listen. Now he's up in his mid-range. And then Daryl jumps in. You know what's great about this? Is that's a live recording that negates everything Phil Henley said from Wings of Pegasus. He doesn't need vocal tracks. He doesn't need a guitar track. And I advise you guys to go watch Daryl's House live. He sings and plays just like the fucking record. Phil Henley, not so much. What? Alright, one more. You got sessions later, buddy. Take it easy. Oh, don't worry about it. You play shitty anyway. Okay. Anyway, and give it up for Tommy TBags. We'll call it maybe we'll change the name. The Tommy TBags Happy Hour. I like that. Tommy TBags Happy Hour. You know, Bukovacs bags, Tommy TBags, Tom. So, this is going to be Tommy TBag's Happy Hour, episode 1. And they're not going to be long. But let me explain something else that somebody asked of me in one of the comments. They were like, your name's all over the place. How come there's nothing about you with all these bands and who you said and blah, 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 blah. I'm 60. There was no internet back in the 80s. There was no fucking YouTube. Tom, are you that fucking stupid, bro? And your bots? Of course there's no fucking... Did they relog all the old episodes of all the Guitar Player magazines page by page in there? No. You have to go find me. All the files, there were none. That's why they hire companies to go into schools and mortgage companies and business to input files back into the system that were in there that were handwritten files. And then they hire a team to go in and input all that on computer files. Because we didn't have computer systems in the 80s. There were these big box looking typewriter things. There was no internet. I don't know how the fuck anybody can't put 2 and 2 together. I also used fake names. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and a million other fucking fake people. Prince. A lot of people use fake names. Hollywood. That's what we were told to do to hide our identities. My dad was a cop in the 70s and 80s. A detective. He arrested a lot of bad people. They even told them, don't live in the city you work. Move outside the city. So we did. Also, it was easy to hide my identity. Now when I put my name on Facebook, if I never had a Facebook page, nobody would find anything about me. That was put on there by other people, including me. Same thing with my Facebook page. It's gone. And it's with my wife's name. Why? So that I can hide some of my identity, what's left of it. And the only reason why that's been brought out is because of people like Tom TBags. Because he don't get it in his head. Like he says, I live in a 900 square foot house. This is my dining room. Does this look like some shithole? Compare my video to fucking Tommy TBag's video. His garage is fucking where he's recording. I got a studio. It's a mess. I know it's a mess. But it's still like a 10 by 10 room that's cluttered with all kinds of amps and PA gear and sound equipment and recording stuff. You have a living room over here. It's where I do my rehearsals. I can put a whole fucking band in there. And then that's where our real living room is. The great room. I'll even turn it and pan the shot so you guys can see from the middle. So if I have a living room and bedrooms and bathrooms on this side, and I have a living room and bedrooms, bathrooms, and kitchens on this side. And he wants to say, so here's another thing that a lot of people don't know when they look up the address. The city lost all the information on the houses here. The city had a fire or a flood or some shit back in the 90s or wherever. There goes the electric. Big storm coming. Clap on. Oh man, that it kind of works. Yeah, sorry. We have a big storm coming, so I'm sorry about the electric. There's thunderstorms and everything right around here. I gotta go to the doctor's in a few minutes. Anyway, but there's some background history for you and why there's not a lot of stuff and why I hid my name and how it came to be that my real name's on the internet now and not my fake name. We've progressed as a nation. We progressed. It's easy to find information now, like on Wings of Pegasus, on Tommy TBag's. Tom, you're a good guitar player and you're a session player and a hired gun. The only time I'm a hired gun is when friends ask me to go fill in for them, because more than likely I've recorded songs for them. Hey man, we do like 5 of the songs that you recorded. Can you come out and fill in? So-and-so's sick with COVID, or so-and-so has this, or his mother died. We're in the middle of a tour. You can learn all these songs. You know most of them already. You wrote them. It's like, I was just talking to Practice about this the other night. I know this is a little longer video. We'll try to keep it 15 minutes. What we were talking about, some of the Kiss songs and Dio songs, they're not written by those members, not all of them. There's some songs that were not even written by people, like Warrant. You know, Warrant they had someone doing the guitar solos for him and had to relearn the solos. It's the magic of the guys that did studio sessions, or somebody like me that would write a song for them. It's like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift, she was a genius. She didn't write shit, man. Did anyone see her ever write a fucking song? You don't think that was pre-staged? She's cute. We can market this girl. She can sing. We'll write her a couple songs. We'll put it on YouTube, make her go viral. We'll test the waters with her. Boom! Internet sensation, record deal, and then the Raiders continue. See how that works? Everything is bullshit, people. Everything. Except people like me, which get blocked. So here's another thing that a lot of people don't know. My channel is not growing. You can look up why channels are not growing due to ad blockers or unmonetized. I unmonetize my own channel, so I'm not a valuable commodity to YouTube. Therefore, they won't allow me to grow because I do nothing for them. I won't put ads on there. Now, may I have to? It's possible to get the channel to grow and get the word out there. And then what are they going to do? Take me down? Let's say I get 1 million subscribers. I monetize it, get 1 million subscribers, and then I unmonetize it. Does anyone know if you can do that? I'm sure you can. But somehow I got to figure out how to beat them and get my channel bigger. I can do it with the help of like content like this. I can do it with the help of you guys. Spreading the word, like the guitar lessons thing. Why should we pay for lessons on regurgitated theory? Rick Beato didn't create theory. Tom didn't create theory. They all learned it. So why should you pay for it? Now, if you're going to learn music, like from someone like me, and tip me based on what you want to learn about, whether it's production, how to set up your fractal, gear, EPK packages for record labels or managers, how to find a really good manager or something to get into the business, how to get your band into the bars and get really good money. There's tricks to all that. And you don't have to start from the bottom and work your way up if you're a really good band. You just have to have a lot of friends, and that means a lot of promoting. So that means if you're hiring guys in your band that are really good players, but they don't have no friends, bad idea. Why? You need somebody, a bass player, that can bring out 15, 20 people. You do that times 5 people, that's 100 people times 20. 5 times 20 is 100 people. Let them ring the register. Let them start you off like that and grow. Find good musicians that have a lot of friends. Then you get in the bars and make a big name. They brought 100 fucking people. Then you're gonna make some money. There's tips and tricks to everything. So I hope you enjoyed the series. Again, this is a non-filtered, no BS show, no editing. I'm not gonna lie. I use Daryl with Billy Gibbons. I'm not showing you fucking overlaid bullshit stuff that we don't know where it came from. And I can play guitar and vouch for Billy Gibbons. He's one of the greatest guitar players that ever lived in our time. ZZ Top is legends. Phil, what do you give him? I give him a thumbs down, Tom. 2 thumbs down with a mic drop. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, everybody. Again, let me turn this off. Tom, you ready to go to your sessions? I know you gotta get going. Yeah. Come on, Tom. And yes, I get some Dr. Pepper PJ bottoms on. Goes with the drink. So there you go, everybody. Peace out and enjoy your day. Action. Take.